welcome back to my channel. This channel is my vlog channel, and on this channel I just do things that really interest me. Sometimes it's about my ASD, sometimes it's about me going out and about and how I cope in those situations, and also things that I'm just really interested in. This video, as you can tell, is about crystals and crystals for beginners. Now, I have been using my crystals and have had my crystals for probably just over a year now, and I started really small, and it is kind of still small, but I'm getting some more crystals. I'm gonna try to get some rough ones as my birthday's coming up, so I'm actually going to treat myself to a couple of rough crystals. I specifically want amethyst, a rough amethyst, because amethyst is my birthstone, my favourite colour, and associated with Pisces, which is my star sign, of course. And also I want to get some rose quartz. I do have the tumble stones. So without further ado, this is my box. I can't really tip it because I'll fall out, of my crystals that I'm going to show you. I keep them in this jewellery box. It's nice and plush on the outside and on the inside. And on the inside it's got like little separators so that each crystal is not touching each other, if that makes sense, as you can see. So they're all kind of separate and they don't kind of mix with each crystal's different energies and stuff. Okay, so the first thing that I think I'm going to talk about with crystals, especially for a beginner, because when I looked I found it very confusing and very overwhelming, is cleansing your crystals. So your crystals need to be cleansed once a month, or when you've used them. Even when you buy them, they need to be cleansed. So there's lots of information out there about putting them in the sun, or putting them out at a full moon, putting them in water, saging them. But if you put them in water, you have to look at the properties of each crystal, because some cannot go in water. They will literally just dissolve, because of course crystals are natural minerals made from the earth, and some are coloured and some are not artificially coloured. Some are, you know, just as they come, if that makes sense. So the way that I cleanse my crystals, I put them out on a full moon. So I leave them in this box, and then because it's got like a glass top, I put it where the moonlight is, and I leave it there to charge them up and to cleanse them. But also there is a crystal called, I'll show you, and I was going to talk about this, selenite. How beautiful is this? And this is one of the crystals that does not need to be cleansed, and you can use it to cleanse your other crystals. So what this means, because it doesn't absorb any energy at all, or negative energy or anything like that. It doesn't store it, it doesn't absorb it. So what that means is, like, if I wanted to charge, let's go for my amethyst. If I wanted to charge my amethyst, I'd literally just put this on the table and then put my amethyst on the top of it and leave it for 24 hours whilst it charges and cleanses. You can sage them as well to cleanse them. I've seen lots of people, you can buy like a sage bundle and you light it and you cleanse the crystals by just putting it in the smoke. So just waving it in the smoke of the sage, and that cleanses and charges as well. So without further ado, let's get into what crystals I have. I'm only going to show you a few. I've got a box full here, and I've got some little pouches with a few other ones in. But I'm only going to show you a few in this video because I didn't want it to be too long and too boring. But if you want a more in-depth one and you want to see every single crystal I have so far in my collection, then just press like on the video, or just, yeah, comment. So first of all, I'm going to show you this. How beautiful is this? It shines all different colours. Can you see that? It's fascinating, isn't it? So this is a unicorn point, and these are actually made from clear quartz, and then they use like precious metals and they bind it together, and that's what gives it this shine. And this literally it's used to like elevate mood, and you can kind of see why, because when I saw this in the shop I knew I had to get it. I was drawn to it. I love unicorns, but when I saw this and I saw like how shiny it was, I was like, wow, that has to be in my collection. It's just beautiful. So that's the unicorn point. Okay, next I've got a blue howlite, which is this beautiful colour here. Don't know if you can see that on camera. Oh, just how beautiful that is. So this helps to reduce stress, anxiety and anger, and it creates a calming environment, which obviously it helps you to sleep easier. Now, howlites can come in a variety of different colours, because actually, speaking of this blue one, I actually also have, oh, if I can get it out, a purple one. This is a beautiful one. This is like a really deep purple. I don't know if that's coming across on camera very well because the light is very... I'll do close-ups of all of these so that you can see them. But this, I love this blue colour, but purple is my favourite colour. But they both do the same thing, basically. These, by the way, that I'm showing you are my tumblestone collection. I love tumblestones because they are so smooth. So I like, they're almost like worry stone smooth, if that makes sense. So I like to hold them in my hand sometimes. I like to stroke them. I like to look at the colours. And because each one has like a different property and does something different, you can use it to like meditate with. Like, for example, my Amethyst, which is this one, and it's just beautiful. I use this because it helps to open the third eye, which is like your psychic abilities and all those kinds of things. And I use it and I kind of just put it here where my third eye is. And I kind of like try to envisage things, if that makes sense. But they can be used in different ways and everyone uses crystals differently. But you can use them in your everyday life as well. Because obviously of each individual crystal's properties, so they do something different, which is what I love about them, is they each do something different and you need to research what each one does, so how you can use that in your everyday life. So the next one I want to talk about is one that I absolutely love because I love the shininess. Look at this beauty. Look how shiny that is. For me, this one's a very stimmy one for me. Now it's worth saying this one's man-made. This one is called Opalite and I love it. So it's a beautiful crystal, but like I say, it's man-made. This boosts self-esteem and also personal power. So it enables you to open your third eye as well. So there's quite a few that kind of like do the same sort of thing. But obviously with clear quartz, which I'll talk about soon, you can use the clear quartz to kind of amplify every single crystal's energies. So if you really want to try to open your third eye and your psychic ability and stuff like that, or if you want sort of a more loving environment, you can use rose quartz and try and amplify it using your clear quartz. Yeah, this is why I love crystals. There's so much to learn about them and you can go so in depth with them. And each one, like I say, has different properties and it's great. Next on my list is pink agate. This is a beautiful stone, crystal, whichever you want to call it, because they are kind of stones, but they're also crystals. This is beautiful, and the pattern on this is just stunning. So agate comes again in lots of different colours, but it's known to stabilise the aura and eliminate negative energy. So pink agate actually is useful for promoting love between a parent and a child. So because this kind of eliminates negative energy, if you kind of like wanted to sort of keep the negative energy or the vibes from people that come into your house, for example, away from you, you could put this somewhere near like the door, for example, the entranceway to your house, and then maybe you could amplify it using the clear quartz. They're a really clear quartz can go with any crystal. It's just the combination, it just makes it more powerful. What's next on my list? Okay, malachite. Malachite is so pretty if you've ever seen it. If you've not, I'll show you. So it's a deep green with bands of like a lighter green. Can you see that? How beautiful is that? It's a beautiful crystal. So it's a stone of heart, nature, prosperity and healing. So this actually absorbs negative energy. It relieves fears associated with travel and protects against accidents. This is just beautiful. I actually want to see if I can get like a necklace with the malachite in, or a bracelet, because obviously, like I was saying about how you can use these crystals in your everyday life, you can actually wear crystals and they help with their different properties. So I actually have, it's not in this box, which means it's upstairs. I actually have an amethyst necklace, and I wear that quite a bit. I also have this beautiful gold stone necklace. I have it in like a little point, and it's just beautiful. It shines beautifully, and they just make me feel more relaxed and more calm and less anxious and things like that. And that's what one of the things that amethyst is actually used for. So next on my list is amethyst. Speaking of amethyst, so it's a form of quartz and its most common colour is actually purple, so hence how it gets its purple colour. This is amethyst. However, I also have two other different kinds of amethyst. So this is the tumblestone, but this one is a cluster of amethyst, and it's just beautiful. So you can see there the cluster, and you can see, like I said, these come from the earth. They're natural crystals, so as you can see, that's the cluster. And I also have a chevron amethyst as well, which looks a bit different because it has the chevrons of white in it and the white band at the bottom. So the word amethyst comes from the Greek amethyst, meaning not drunken, which speaks to the traditional use as a stone to prevent drunkenness, which I didn't know until I was looking this up. Like I say, every stone, every crystal, there is so much you can learn about each one, and it's just, it blows my mind. It's incredible. Okay. Oh, and it sorry, there's more. So for amethyst, it brings safety to travellers and is also, like I'd said before, related to the third eye. So it can be used to get rid of negativity, plus assisting with dreams. So some people actually put their crystals under their pillows and sleep with them, and they are supposed to assist with dreams. But they do say if you're going to do that you can have some really funky dreams, so you need to keep like a sleep journal. And to be honest, I think that is pretty cool. So I don't know if I'm brave enough to try that and see what happens, because I never remember my dreams. So maybe I might try it, especially because it opens up your psychic abilities and your third eye. I might try that, who knows. Next on my list is, well, it is in here, I was going to cry then, tiger's eye. You can't actually see the beauty of this on this camera. It shines so beautifully. Oh, no, you can a little bit. It shines so beautifully. So this is a manifestation stone, and it helps with manifesting goals, self-worth and self-expression. Again, if you wanted to amplify that and maybe put this with rose quartz and then amplify both with clear quartz to put in like a grid, that would work well. Absolutely. And I do use my crystals to like meditate, and I'm gonna try to start using them to manifest things, because I want to draw up a plan of the things that I actually want to do before this year is up. and see what goals I can achieve. And I want to try to manifest that, because they say if you manifest, I'll do a whole new video on manifesting if that's what you want, by the way. But manifesting is like when you want something and you throw the good vibes out into the stratosphere, those good vibes come back to you, and you don't necessarily get exactly what you want when you want it, but when you more need it and you're not necessarily looking for it, if that makes sense. Okay, next, clear quartz, because I've spoken about it enough. This is clear quartz. It's literally just a clear crystal. You can use it to cleanse other crystals, importantly, as well. You know, like I was saying at the beginning about cleansing your crystals, you can use it for that. And this amplifies the power of any crystal. You can use it in a grid with other crystals to amplify their energy, which is what I was saying a little bit earlier. Like, this helps to amplify the powers of crystals. So it's a very important crystal as a beginner to have in your toolkit. And I find that it's normally this one, Amethyst, and rose quartz, that are normally the ones that everyone goes for. Okay, last one that I'm going to talk about in this video, because it's a long one, is selenite, which I got out at the beginning. This is selenite. It's a very soft crystal, so you can see it in towers, you can see it in a big chunk like this, you can see it in like little points. It's a very soft one. It's primarily a protective stone. It serves as a cleansing stone for other crystals, as it doesn't absorb or store energy, and it doesn't need to be cleansed. So this is a perfect stone. I actually have a selenite cleansing bowl that I can put my crystals into to cleanse them as well, so that I don't have to use this little one. I can put them in the selenite bowl and it cleanses all of my crystals. So that has been crystals for beginners, kind of a whistle-stop tour of the crystals that I have, some of them anyway, because I have a variety. I have lots more that I could talk about. I hope this has been interesting. I hope it's been useful, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching. If you want more about any of my crystals, or want to see more of my crystals that I haven't shown you, because there are quite a few, then pop this video a like or a comment. If you want to know more about manifesting and how you can use your crystals to manifest, or how I use my crystals, and you want to see how I use them, if that makes sense, then please, again, like the video and drop me a comment, and I hope this has been really helpful.